You bounce it, biggity bop, 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 work your upper upper. You mix it when you clap it when you bounce your upper upper. You bounce it, biggity bop, 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 work your upper upper. You mix it when you clap it when you bounce your upper upper. Shake, 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 shake.
Hey y'all, it's me, Malibu Darby. Welcome to my channel. If it's not your first time watching, welcome back. You might be one of the 10,000 subscribers. The balloons behind me. And of course my Instagram, unless you've been under a rock. We have hit 10,000 subscribers.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I am containing my excitement because I want to get to the point of this video. But I just want to at least say thank everyone so much. If you are subscribed, if you shared, if you have ever commented, if you have ever liked, all of the above, thank you guys so much. 10,000 people is no small number, and I'm doing this video to give some do's and don'ts that I learned along my journey to 10,000. Whether it was something I didn't do that I should have done or something that I did do that I shouldn't have done, you can learn from my wins and my mistakes on how you can help grow your channel and just get some tips on growing your channel, whether it's fast or it's just a goal that you're looking to do eventually. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for 10,000. And let's jump into my 10 do's and don'ts for growing your YouTube channel. Okay, so my first do is, get my off the shoulder right. My first do is to stay consistent. I know that a lot of these are probably either maybe going to overlap a little or just sound like common sense. But if you have a channel or if you have started a channel, then you know it can be really hard to stay consistent with filming, with editing. You make a schedule and you don't stick to it and you get defeated, or work just gets busy, or you're traveling and it's just hard to post. But whatever it is, stay consistent and always post. Whether it's short videos, long videos, just stay consistent because people look for that. If I go to a channel and they haven't posted in 3 months, I'm probably not going to subscribe because I'm going to think maybe they don't really post that much or things like that. So just stick with it. It won't happen fast. For me, it took, what has it been, 2-3 years to hit 10,000. For some people, it might happen overnight, but I think the one thing is just to keep posting, keep making content. You learn as you grow, and it just becomes easier to film and more natural each time. So that is my first do. My first don't. I get this question a lot. My first don't is, don't think that you need fancy equipment. I had my cell phone, a phone tripod, and I think I might have got like a newer ring light off Amazon from some like Amazon deal that I saw. But I know a lot of people, some of my favorite YouTubers I found out were like vlogging on their iPhone and filming in like the natural sunlight because they had natural sunlight in their apartment or things like that. You do not need to run out and buy a $500 camera. You do not need to run out and get a mic and a backdrop and all that stuff, because you might find out that this isn't something you're passionate about and now you spend all this money doing it. So don't say like, oh, I want to film but I don't have blah 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 excuses. Use your phone, get with the flow of it, and then once you feel like it's something that you want to invest in, then you can invest in. But definitely don't let that hold you up on starting your channel initially. My next do is something that I'm still working on myself, and that is talk about your channel a lot. And not just on your social media platforms, but in person. Aramis is always getting on me like, oh, a girl said she liked my makeup. Did you tell her about your channel? And I'm like, I feel weird like telling people my channel or promoting my channel, or you kind of exposing yourself. But talk about your channel. You never know who you're talking to. You never know who also has a YouTube. Go to events where you can meet other people and just be vocal about your channel and growing your channel. Because like I said, you never know who can help you, or just to get comfortable in it. A lot of it's just getting comfortable and being like, I have a YouTube channel. Like, it's a hobby. Some people say they like to go running. Some people have a YouTube channel. My next don't. I see this one a lot. Do not just do videos because they're trendy or they're popular. Now, I will say I've done some videos like our ramen video, but I really wanted to try the spicy chicken ramen. But in general, there's some videos that I'm like, I'm never going to do. I'm never going to do a prank video with Aramis. I know people love couple videos. I'm never going to do a prank video. I'm not going to do like, I don't know. There's just some where I'm just like, what? I'm not going to use some weird piece of food to put my makeup on, whatever it is, because that's just not my personality and that's not the kind of content I like to watch. So just because everyone starts to do a certain style of video, don't feel pressured to also do a 5-minute makeup challenge video if that's not the kind of content. And this just isn't for beauty YouTubers. This is for anybody. But don't just do what's trendy, because I feel like people can see whether or not you're genuine in your content. And that means more than just making a trendy video. Like, one video going semi-viral doesn't mean that suddenly, you know, your channel's gonna explode. Those are people who are gonna be there just for that trendy video, and then they may not return because that's not the typical content that you normally make. But going with that last don't, my next do is do pay attention to what your audience likes. This is something that I'm starting to recognize more now and starting to get better at. So if you can see this early on, it can be even better. So what I mean by that is, you can see all your analytics and all your views and things, and you just hear people's feedback. If people really love a certain style of video from you, like, focus on that, and maybe that's your niche. I've noticed that you guys love hauls from me, so I'm starting to do more hauls. I enjoy hauls, and I'm seeing that's what people really like to see from me. I'm still going to do the videos I enjoy because it's still a passion hobby, but I am like, oh, people like when I do unboxings, so I'll make sure I do some unboxings. Or people don't really care when I do my hair, so maybe I would do a ton of hair videos, that kind of thing. So focusing on what your audience likes will make more people like that come. So when I noticed that people like my surgery videos, I was doing more surgery videos, and each time, each video will get more and more popular. So just paying attention to what people are actually watching on your channel. Maybe you wanted to be a makeup guru really bad, but people love when you work out. So maybe you got to kind of mix in working out videos in there too, if your goal is to grow your audience. If your goal is to just have fun and do your thing, then who cares what people like to do? Make the videos you want to make. My next don't, and I feel like this is probably something that people are going to be very tempted by early on, do not buy subscribers. So there's a few reasons why you shouldn't buy subscribers, similar to like why you shouldn't buy followers on Instagram. But it's going to mess up your engagement, because a lot of times these are bots who don't engage with your videos later. They don't comment, they don't like things, they don't share it. So it'll mess with your engagement of how many people are actually watching your videos and how many people or how long they're watching it. It'll just mess some things up. And also, YouTube is getting better at like weeding out these fake pages that are watching, weeding out these fake pages that people are using to buy subscribers. So if someone has 100,000 subscribers, but you see a video that only has 400 views, like on Instagram, you're like, okay, that doesn't really add up. So I think it's more important to have genuine subscribers. That doesn't mean you can't do like the sub for sub kind of thing where you subscribe to somebody and they subscribe back. But I think it's important to make sure they're real people and not that you just paid $30 for 100 robots to follow you, which eventually YouTube is going to knock off your page anyway. So I would definitely say, I know it's going to be tempting because it seems like the easy way out, but I would just suggest against it if you can. Resist. My next do is going to sound very obvious, but it's honestly a little tricky too. Be yourself. So first of all, it's going to be weird. It can be weird when you're in a room talking to yourself, like you're talking to other people. And it can be tricky to really let your personality like be shown. It can be a little awkward at first. You could kind of want to, you know, put on a personality. If your personality is not to be like, hey guys, welcome to my channel, then don't say that. I say hey y'all because hey guys felt weird. Some people don't say anything and just get into their video. Like, just be yourself. If you're funny, be funny. If you're sarcastic, be sarcastic. If you're loud, be loud. Whatever your personality is. I have some people who tell me that they don't care what I'm talking about in my videos. They just like to watch me. And they're like, whatever you talking about is fine. I just like to watch you because I like your personality and enjoy your videos. I'm like that with a lot of people. I have some YouTubers where they can really get on here and read the telephone book, and I'm still gonna watch it just because I like their personality. So that is a big one. Be yourself. People can see that. People will start to latch on to who you are, and then you'll get more and more and more comfortable. I know early on, Aramis definitely was like, it's good, but it doesn't really feel like you, because I was very like reserved and I wasn't comfortable being exactly who I was on camera yet. Or just speaking how I normally speak on camera. So yeah, that is a big one, to be yourself. It can be a little weird, but just be comfortable. It'll get better with time. People like that. Don't, I got my little notes here. Don't do it for the money. because you're going to be in for a ride. Yes, eventually you do make money from YouTube. And, you know, I have a video about like how to make money as a micro-influencer, which if you guys want, leave the comments that you want me to update that video, because I'm sure there's some updates I need to do to it now. But you eventually make money, or maybe you eventually won't. Like, you never know. I don't think you should do a video like, oh, I'm going to do this video and then it's going to go viral and then I'm going to get like this money. And then, because number one, I think people can tell when you're just doing it for money. Number two, when you don't immediately make money, you're going to get tired of it. And you're going to be like, this is stupid. Funny enough, I thought that I was not getting paid from YouTube for a really long time, like over a year. And then one day I logged into my AdSense and something had been wrong with the way that I linked my account. Anyways, all of the money that I was supposed to get for over a year had accumulated and was waiting for me to deposit it in my account. Now, granted, I still was making videos this whole year. Like, that whole year I was making videos and I was just like, whatever, not getting paid from YouTube, still enjoying it. Meanwhile, I could have been getting paid the whole time. But that's just to show you that you should not do it for money. The money will come if you're passionate about it and you enjoy it. The money will naturally come. I see a lot of people who I feel like are like, oh, I have a lot of Instagram followers. Let me just make a YouTube real quick so I can make money there. But I can tell they're inconsistent or they don't like to do it. So unless you can hire a team to create all your videos for you, I would say don't do it for the money, because it's time consuming. It's time consuming and you don't feel like doing it sometimes and things like that. So do it because you're passionate about it and just let the money be like a bonus. Or really grind to be like, I'm going to be an influencer and I'm going to use it as a business plan. And like if you're making a business, if you're going to make it a business. But I wouldn't say just make one video and think you're going to suddenly be making a lot of money, because YouTube has changed a lot of rules. So it's not quite as easy as it used to be to monetize your channel as quickly. Let's see, what number are we on? 8, 7, 8. Okay, so number 9, my do appreciate people and be social. I think I'm always like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think it's so important to respond to people's comments. It is so weird to me when people are like, you responded to me. And I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm normal. Respond to people's comments. Say thank you when they say, I subscribed, or new subscriber here. Be social is what I also mean by that. Like, if you subscribe to somebody, or, you know, someone comes to your channel and subscribes, you go to their channel and comment on the video too. Like, it is a social media platform. So talk to other people, comment on other people's videos that are similar to yours. Like, oh, I like this makeup tutorial. Like, you know, talk to other people. Not that you have to like make YouTube friends or be like seeking YouTube friends, but the same way that you appreciate when someone comes to your channel and patronizes your channel, I feel like it's the same way other people appreciate when you give them a nod and like, hey, this is a good video on their channel too. And always always comment back to people who comment on your video. Like it, say thank you, say something, because they took the time out to comment on your video, watch your video, and just benefit your video, especially if you're monetized. They took their time to help you make an income, essentially. And my last don't, is that 10 already? I feel like that's 10. Yes. My last don't is, don't start your channel with expectations. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just feel like if you go in with a genuine purpose, you'll never be disappointed. So yes, I set goals for things, but I started YouTube and I have no idea if I was still gonna be doing it this long, if I'd ever make money, if this is something that'll eventually be full time, if all these things. I didn't know. I was just like, hey, I like makeup, I like watching YouTube. Maybe I would enjoy doing YouTube videos too. But I think if you go into it with expectations, again, it leaves room to be disappointed or frustrated. Just enjoy it and do what feels natural and do what feels fun and keep it light. And I think those are the people that I enjoy watching the most, where I can tell like they really love creating content. Like, y'all know I mentioned Annie Dre a lot. I can tell she just loves to edit. Like, that's it. I can tell she just loves to edit videos, and that makes them enjoyable for me to watch. So I think that is the safest bet. And don't be afraid to try new things, because you never know, you might start the next new trendy video. So don't be afraid to try something that you don't see on your explore page or your search page yet. And that's it. Those are my 10 little do's and don'ts for growing your YouTube channel. Again, thank you guys so much for all of the support and everything thus far. So excited. I feel like I'm so excited that I'm weirdly like calm. But I'm so excited. I hope some of these tips help you guys who have a YouTube channel or are hoping to start a YouTube channel. If you have any comments or questions or anything, please drop those in the description box below. If you have made this far and you are not subscribed, I mean, can you subscribe, please? Please. Maybe we can get to 20 faster than we got to 10. I don't know. No expectations. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.